In the noisy streets of Lagos, Mama Nneka rose before dawn each day. Her hands, calloused from years of kneading dough, prepared bread she could barely afford to bake. She was a widow with nothing but a wooden stall and the memory of her late husband. Yet every morning, even when hunger clawed at her own belly, she placed 3 small loaves aside. These were for the hungry children who lived beneath the bridge. She told no one. It was her silent promise to God. If I cannot save the world, let me save a few. One cloudy morning, as she handed bread to a girl with swollen eyes, a boy stumbled into her stall. His clothes were torn, his lips trembling. Mama Nneka rushed to help him. He had no shoes, no words, just a piece of paper in his pocket with only one name scribbled, Chuka. But who was he? Mama Nneka took the boy in, fed him warm bread and water. Chuka didn't speak much. He stared blankly, flinching at loud noises. Rumors spread fast. That bread woman has taken in a mad child, a market woman whispered. He'll bring her trouble. But Mama Nneka ignored them. That night, she slept beside him on the floor of her one-room home, praying for answers. Who was he? Why did he run? The next day, 2 men in suits roamed the market, flashing a photo. Have you seen this boy? They asked. One woman pointed toward Mama Nneka's stall. The men's eyes darkened. Where is he? They demanded. But when they reached her stall, Chuka was gone, disappeared without a word. Panic clutched Mama Nneka's chest. Had she lost him forever? The men claimed to be from an orphanage, but something felt off. Their eyes scanned the market like predators. Mama Nneka's instincts screamed. That boy was running from something, not to it. She found his tattered backpack hidden under her bench. Inside was a photo. Chuka with a man in a fine Igbada, smiling. The man looked powerful, wealthy. But why would a boy like Chuka end up begging in the gutter? She carried the bag close and searched for clues. As she rounded the corner toward her stall, her heart stopped. Her entire bench was overturned, bread crushed, stall destroyed. Someone was sending a message. But why? What had she gotten herself into? Mama Nneka's kindness had made her a target. She tried to act normal, selling bread with a forced smile, but customers avoided her. The whisper was that she harbored a cursed child. Chuka reappeared that night, drenched in rain, trembling. They found me, he whispered, but I won't go back. He lied. He hurts people. Who was he? Chuka clutched Mama Nneka's hand. Promise me you won't let them take me. She saw terror in his eyes, deep, bone-chilling fear. That night, she wrapped him in a thick cloth and rocked him like her own lost son. But in the shadows outside, a pair of eyes glinted. Someone was watching. Days later, a black Jeep parked near the market. A tall man stepped out. His clothes were rich, his aura colder than steel. He walked slowly to Mama Nneka's stall. I believe you found my son, he said, voice smooth but sharp. I've searched Lagos for weeks. The boy is delicate. He slid an envelope across her table. This is for your troubles. Mama Nneka's hand trembled as she opened it. Wads of cash, more than she had seen in her lifetime. Come to this address tonight, he added. Bring Chuka. But her instinct screamed again. Something was wrong. Chuka was hiding behind the curtain inside. When she turned to look, he was shaking violently, whispering, That man is not my father. That night, Mama Nneka made her choice. She packed a cloth bag, grabbed Chuka's hand, and vanished into the downpour. Her feet splashed through potholes as thunder roared. Every instinct told her to run. They found shelter in a church compound miles away. She knocked on the doors until her knuckles bled. A priest opened, shocked to see the soaked pair. She begged for help. This boy is in danger, she said. Please, just for tonight. The priest nodded and led them inside. But the next morning, the envelope of cash was gone, and so was the priest. Had she been betrayed again? Back at the market, everyone gossiped. Mama Nneka ran off with a mad boy and someone's money. But across Lagos, a news broadcast aired. Billionaire Chief Obiora declares son missing. Offers reward. Mama Nneka's heart sank. Chuka's photo appeared on the screen, but something didn't sit right. The man in the photo, Chief Obiora, wasn't the one who visited her stall. Who, then, was the man in the Jeep? Why impersonate Chuka's father? The mystery deepened. Chuka finally opened up. That man worked for Chief Obiora. He kept me locked away. I overheard him say something about inheritance. Mama Nneka's breath caught. This wasn't just a poor child. He was an heir. Mama Nneka began making calls using a borrowed phone. No one believed her. You? A bread seller? With a billionaire's son? They laughed. But one woman, a former housemaid from Obiora's mansion, listened. "Meet me tonight," she said. "I know things about the boy's real mother." That night, they met in a cram salon. The woman whispered a truth too dangerous. The boy's mother died mysteriously, and the house manager, Mr. Bello, is trying to control the family wealth. He made Chuka disappear until now. The pieces fit, but it was too late. Mama Nneka returned to the church compound and found the door kicked open. Chuka was gone. Mama Nneka screamed until her throat went dry. Her heart broke, not just from fear but guilt. Had her kindness doomed the boy? A note was left behind. "Don't look for him, or you'll disappear too." She wept. For once, her bread stall stood empty. No smell of yeast. No crumbs for birds. But Mama Nneka was no fool. She kept the photo she found in Chuka's bag. She returned to the market with her courage and took it to the press. Her voice, shaky but determined, told her tale on live radio. The story caught fire. Reporters hunted down Chief Obiora. Within days, his mansion was swarmed. Hidden in the basement of Obiora's estate, Chuka was found, malnourished but alive. His fake uncle had drugged him to keep him quiet. Mama Nneka was invited to the hospital, where Chuka clung to her like a child to his mother. "I knew you'd come," he whispered, tears streaming down his face. Chief Obiora embraced her. "You have done what even the police failed to do. You protected my only son. How do I ever repay that?" Mama Nneka simply said, "I only did what any mother would." But her eyes betrayed the exhaustion of battle and the weight of loving a child who wasn't hers. Weeks passed. The market buzzed with new energy. A massive banner stretched across Mama Nneka's rebuilt stall, Chuka's Bread House. Not only had Chief Obiora rewarded her, but he partnered with her to open bakeries across Lagos, each named in honor of Chuka. People who once mocked her now bowed in respect. The woman who once gave away bread she could barely afford now fed entire communities for free on Sundays. But Mama Nneka didn't care about the riches. She cared about Chuka, who now lived with her by choice, calling her Mama as if she'd birthed him herself, under the orange sky of a new morning. Mama Nneka opened her stall just as she always did. This time, however, dozens of children lined up with empty hands. And just like before, she handed them bread, no charge. Someone asked, "Why do you still give it away?" She smiled, "Because one loaf changed my life." And though the city rushed around her, in that little corner of Lagos, kindness still baked in the oven. Soft, warm, and always enough. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Kindly share, subscribe, and hit the bell button for more stories like this.